One of the things that I want to have easy access to in my bug out bag is my medical kit. This one is from Dark Angel Medical. This is the Explorer kit. There's just a few personal items that I put inside here, and let's check it out. I'll start off by saying that I am absolutely by no means giving you medical advice, and I am not a professional medical licensed individual or anything like that. I have some training, some of that reflects on what's in this pack. The most important thing that I like to say is each medical pack personally catered to your skill set and your needs. If you're someone that takes daily medications, has allergic reactions, if you have family members that need such extra items, each kit is going to be so personal, and not just extra items they have to put in, but also skill set. There may be certain stuff that you don't know how to use that could be dangerous if you don't have the training for it. Something as simple as a tourniquet, if you don't know where to put it, you can actually do more damage than good. So be familiar with the kit. You don't necessarily, have to use everything, but you should know how to use everything. First thing off the bat are these shears. I'm a gearhead. I like collecting stuff, so obviously the first thing is, I thought maybe I should get like the Leatherman Raptors, but I'm trying to be less materialistic, so these I bet would do just fine in a pinch. So medical shears. The whole bag is really well made, all around, a lot of attachment points, and you can always put more stuff on if you need. Kind of like a silly thing because it's just redundant through my entire bug out bag. Another way of making a fire, should probably just put a lighter in here. Magnesium block. It's just something easy to throw in. Nothing to do with medical. So on this side is bandages, medication, and creams, and this side is more for trauma. One thing I do want to add in, I just need to figure out how to make it. It's probably not too complicated. It's just a laminated card categorizing where everything is. Because right now I know where everything is, but in a high stress situation, you may forget. And it may be nice, you may forget, or if you're busy and you need to go tell someone to get the medical pack, they don't know where anything is. So it actually is really nice to have a card to, again, categorize and show where everything is for everyone's sake. First thing here is sunscreen. Remember, my idea for my bug out bag survival pack is I'm not trying to survive, right? I'm trying to get rescued. And in the meantime, it could definitely be harsh weather, and it's good to protect your skin. So just a packet of sunscreen, and then sting relief. I go back and forth with these if it's a waste of space. For me, the past times that I've been stung by insects, you know what? I'm gonna pause there. I've never actually tried these, so I'm not gonna really have a say on this. I just know in the past, the pain doesn't last too long. I haven't been stung by like a bullet ant or something. So maybe they're worth it. Leave a comment below if you think these are worth it. Neosporin, because I think this is one of the things I added in. Always good to have antibiotic ointment. Next thing here is gauze. Just a roll of gauze, 4x4. Alcohol wipes, which are expired, so I need to replace those. And then burn gel if the sunscreen doesn't work. This is good for minor burns, like I guess if that sunscreen doesn't work. But this one, it's on this side, but this is the stuff that you want to use for more severe burns. The burn dressing. Then this is compressed gauze. This actually would be better used for the gunshot wounds that I was talking about. And then just different sizes of Band-Aids. This is the stuff most likely is going to be used the most often, right? The scrapes. The scrapes and the minor cuts, just having those Band-Aids, especially with the Neosporin, making sure they don't get infected, because especially if we're talking about survival, right? If we're talking about survival situation, even a small cut, if not treated properly, can turn into something a little bit more severe that no amount of bandages are going to help you. So just keeping it clean and sterile, having enough bandages is always good to have. Next thing here, this is just kind of all the pain medications: ibuprofen, acetaminophen, and then aspirin. Next thing here, we just have a lot of sterile pads. These are 5x9s, and then these are 4x4s. And then the last thing down here, and this wasn't added. No, I guess this wasn't added. I think I added one originally, but then they had a nicer one, I believe. It's just a rescue blanket. These things, they're kind of cheapy, but in a time where you need to preserve body heat, they really work well. The only time I had to maintain someone's body temperature out in the elements, I used a very thick wool blanket. I've heard plenty of stories that these rescue blankets can work in a pinch. And this is for my bug out bag For some, this may be just good for a car kit. If it is good for a car kit, then I would recommend putting a wool blanket inside, because that worked wonders in that time that I needed it. This is an MPA, help open airway, get airflow into a patient. Eye shield, medical tape here, and then a pair of gloves. Most medical kits don't have gloves. I was very impressed that this did have gloves. I don't know why that's kind of pushed to the side. I think it's the most important thing. You need to protect yourself in order to help others. Always good to have gloves. I may even add another. It's best to be protected. And actually, one time I had to use a kit and I only had one pair of gloves, and I had someone with me and they also were treating someone and they didn't have gloves. So maybe good to add 2 pairs. Again, depending on how many people the bug out bag's for also, it may be 10 times as big as this. I don't know how big your family is. This is a chest seal. In a world with a lot of gunshot wounds, and so this is something that very well can come in handy. Chest seal. Quick clot bandage. It just has a clotting agent inside of it. Help stop that bleed. And then this one I'm not too familiar with. It's a trauma bandage. By the description of what I've looked into, it's very similar to like those Israeli bandages that I've had more experience with. So to my knowledge, that's kind of what it is. And if it is similar to that, a good item to have. It just puts a lot of pressure on that wound that can help stop that bleed. And talking about stopping the bleed is a tourniquet. Now, there is a lot of debate if you should keep this plastic wrap on it. I personally keep it on it. I think it maintains its integrity. I don't know why. It could just be something I made up in my head. Obviously, when the time comes, seconds do count if you do need a tourniquet. And these are pretty easy to just rip open and use. I don't know. As I'm saying this right now, it kind of sounds pretty stupid. So I probably will just take this off. But I don't know why. In my head, I feel like it will like preserve it and last longer for it to be in the plastic. It could be something stupid. Make sure it's a cat tourniquet. There's a lot of tourniquets that you can get on like Amazon. Those are great to practice with. If you do not know how to use a tourniquet, buy a real one or buy one that's very similar to practice with. Practice it on the legs, practice it on the arms. Do not practice on the neck. But just practice below the knee, above the knee, same below the elbow, above the elbow. And just, it doesn't have to be time necessarily, but just get used to how to use it, and then practice on others, because that's the most important thing. Is you may have to put a tourniquet on yourself. That would be a really sucky situation. It would also be a sucky situation if you had to put it on someone else, but it's just as likely that you may have to do that. So practice on other people. It is a little bit different. Yeah, but the ones that you put in your kit, make sure they're cat. There's also a debate if you should do the rat or the cat. I don't mind the rat tourniquets. I recommend the cat tourniquets, but I think if it was either a rat or nothing, I'd be happy with a tourniquet. And then last under that tourniquet was another chest seal. So for the most part, 99%, this was all included in this Explorer kit by Dark Angel Medical. There's just a very few things that I added. A couple things that I still want to add, like that category card, another pair of gloves, maybe just, again, because I'm a gearhead, Leatherman Raptor shears, but there's no need to. The only thing I would think about the Leatherman Raptor shears is it has a seatbelt cutter. I can use a knife for that, obviously, but it's a way for me to justify getting the Leatherman Raptor shears. But not too much that I added personally. I think Dark Angel Medical makes fantastic ready-made kits. And again, see what you need. Maybe this kit is a good base for you, and then you can add your own things. Maybe you need something a little bit more. Maybe you need something that has a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less. I also have a Dark Angel Medical kit. I think it's called the B.O.B kit that I keep in my car. That one's been fantastic. I've actually used that. But that's basically it. That is the kit that's in my bug out bag. And like I said, I love learning from y'all. If you think there's anything I should take out because it's wasted space or put in, leave a comment below. And yeah, that's the kit. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And until next time, stay safe out there.